also heard spouses say of their partner, you know, hey, whenever my husband comes or whenever my wife comes to the grocery store, we end up buying a lot of this or buying a lot of that. And I'm like, well, you know, you can shop together, or sometimes you could shop separately. You know, you never know. So maybe that's a strategy for some of you. It's great to see you guys. Today, we're talking about ways to shop healthier at the grocery store. I want you to let me know what tips you use when you go to the grocery store. All right, second thing is don't go to the grocery store hungry. If you want to shop healthy, you don't want to be hungry where you get to the grocery store and every chip and dip aisle that you see, you just want to live in. So making sure that you're not going hungry is so important. You're doing the right things by shopping on the outer parts of the grocery stores first and spending a lot of time there. And you might be saying, well, why would I want to spend a lot of time on the outer aisles of the grocery store? Well, the reason why is because that's often where we get a lot of our healthier foods. You get some of your fresh foods, you get some of the healthier foods and things like that. So starting on those outer aisles first can actually be very helpful, and then making your way sort of on the inside. Next thing is, I don't think this is going to be a surprise to anybody. Come with a plan, okay? When you come to the grocery store, it's kind of like, you know, when you kind of do almost anything else in life, right? We got to have a plan. So it's going to the grocery store without a plan is kind of like going to a grocery store hungry. It leaves so much up for chance. And if you don't have a plan, okay, what are my dinners for the week or this week and next week? What am I trying to avoid? What am I trying to eat more of? If you don't have a plan, it's going to be a lot harder perhaps to make some of those healthier choices because you may not have thought ahead to set yourself up for success. There are ways to buy foods that makes them healthier for you. All right, so let's first talk about canned fish, canned chicken, canned meats and things like that. If you're getting canned meats, tuna, stuff like that, make sure you're getting it that's canned in water and not canned in oil. Canned in oil is going to certainly be less healthy because of the oil than the water, okay? The other thing that you can do is making sure that the canned sort of meats that you get have no added salt, that are lower salt content. Seeing those words is going to be very, very important, okay? So that's really, really important for you. Also, I would also, if you're getting some snacks, right? Let's say that, you know, you want to get some snacks for the family, right? It doesn't, just because you may be wanting to cut back on snack eating doesn't mean your kids necessarily have to do the same thing as you or your grandkids or whatever. If you want to cut back on snacks, I think a really great option is sometimes when you bring the snacks home, divide them into sort of snack packs, okay? Individual baggie wraps of like serving sizes so that they're already divvied up so that if you choose to indulge or your kids or family, they know what a serving size is automatically. You've already got that. You kind of know. So you're not just sitting there with a big bag of whatever it is, popcorn, Doritos, chips or whatever, and you're just and you've lost track of how much you've eaten. So with canned fruits and veggies can be an awesome way to keep food from going bad, right? That you can preserve foods, especially frozen things like frozen fruits, frozen veggies, awesome. You can just throw the rest back in the freezer and use it when you need to. But this is the thing, if you're doing canned fruits and veggies, a couple things you want to do. You want to make sure that the fruits or veggies are in like a water type of something, or like a low sugar, low sodium, no sugar, no sodium sort of solution, okay? But no, regardless of what it's in, when you get the foods home, you want to drain them, especially if they're canned and not frozen. Drain the liquid out and then rinse off whatever it is you're using so you can get excess sort of sodium off. And I know you guys probably know how to do that. That's super, super important, okay? So yeah, just be very careful about what the fruits that are canned or the fruits that are the veggies that are canned are in. Make sure it's low or no sodium, sugar, etc. Rinse them off if you can, drain out the water. And then frozen can be very helpful too. And you know, with frozen foods and stuff like that, at least veggies, they often retain a lot of their nutrients, by the way. So that is something important to note. Read labels. Of course, we want you to read labels. Super important. And many of these suggestions, by the way, I should say, are from the American Heart Association. They have lots of tips. I've gotten a lot of these tips from them. Some of these tips are my own. Some of these are from other websites. But the American Heart Association has this program called the Heart Check Certification Program. And on some foods in your grocery store aisles, it'll actually say Heart Check Certified. And what that means is it's that food or that food item has been approved by the American Heart Association to be heart healthy. It's pretty awesome. If you want to learn more about heart check certification, just Google heart check certification so you can understand, to know what you look for when you go to the grocery store. And that's kind of a cool thing to be able to say, okay, all right, I know this product, this food is heart healthy. The other thing too is when you go and you're buying breads and stuff, and remember, whole grains are not necessarily bad. It's everything in moderation, and some things like whole grains can be a really important part of an overall healthy diet for many of us. When you're buying breads and stuff like that, you want to obviously look at the label. But this is according to the American Heart Association, and I really, really love this idea. What they say is you want to buy bread items that list a whole grain first. Like when you read the list of ingredients, the ingredients that are listed first are the ingredients that are most prevalent, most prominent. So you want ingredients that are listed for breads, the whole grain first, as opposed to enriched flour or multigrain, etc. If the whole grain is listed first, you can sort of be more certain that you're getting nice whole grains and not sort of more processed grains, okay? So let me know what you thought about this video was helpful, because it helps me know what things are helpful for you. Keep writing your suggestions for how you shop healthy and how you make sure. Remember what I mentioned, shop the perimeter, don't go hungry, make your list, read the labels, all that good stuff. But I hope this is helpful, guys. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle. Guys, I love you. I hope this is helpful. Take good care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.